So over here I have the diagram of the human skeleton. Starting from up top, we have the skull, which makes up the whole head. Moving forward, you have the mandible, which is going to be your jaw bones, basically. And then you have your clavicle, which is right next to your neck. You have one on the left side, one on the right side. The vertebral column is going to be in the middle of the clavicle, behind your body, and it supports basically your back, your limbs, and your head. From there you have the sternum. The sternum is going to be in the middle of the chest. It connects to ribs. So the ribs, you have 12 sets of ribs. Ribs 1 to 7 are the true ribs. 8 to 12 are the false ribs. 11 and 12 are floating ribs because they don't connect with each other on the sternum. From the limbs, arms, you have the humerus, which is above the elbow. And then going below the elbow, you have your radius and the ulna. Moving on to your hand, you have the carpals, which is basically right around your wrist area. The metacarpals, which is going to be the majority of your hand in the center. And the phalanges, which is basically your finger bones. Moving on to the lower extremity, we have the pelvic girdle. The pelvic girdle is comprised of the ischium, the ilium, and the sacrum. There's more bones on there, but these three are the ones that we have to cover. The ischium is going to be the bottom part of the pelvic girdle. It's the small bones that are really close to the femur. The ilium is going to be the top part, basically like the round shape, basically your hips, what makes the shape of your hips. The sacrum is going to be in the center of the pelvic girdle. Moving on to the femur, that's going to be the longest bone in your body. It comprises the majority of the leg. After the femur, you have the patella, which is around your knee. It's basically a bone in your knee, pretty much. And then from there, you have the fibula and the tibia. The fibula is the smaller bone, and the tibia is the bigger bone. And then you have the tarsals and the metatarsals. The tarsals basically are like around your ankle. Metatarsals is going to be the majority of the foot. It's similar to the metacarpals and the carpals, basically. And here's the whole picture.